In life, it can be hard to let things we care about go. Friends, family, and material goods. Because of this, we like to hold on to these things. And that's what I told the officers when they found the fridge. But when holding on to these objects, it can often be classified as collecting, where you try to get as many as possible. And today, I decided I would talk about collecting. Specifically about the different things people like to collect, and the people who do collect them. First up, Pokemon cards. Pokemon is a large franchise, and part of that franchise is the trading cards, which is a large, fully functioning card game with multiple different series of grab bags giving you random cards per pack.
Yes!
There are three constants in life: time, death, and the constant creations of new series of Pokemon cards. There are literally more card sets than there are actual games in the franchise. With all these card sets, you'd think the game is pretty complicated at this point, but at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters, because I'm pretty sure 99% of the people who collect these cards don't actually know how the game works. And I understand that the fun you find in it is collecting cards rather than using them, but that's like if I bought a board game and just didn't play it. Next up, Monopoly. Monopoly is a weird game. You play as a dog, can own over a fourth of a town, including 4 train stations, a power plant, and a water filtration station, in a desperate attempt to make 3 people literally go bankrupt. In a game that goes on for hours, with the whole point being why a monopoly as a concept is bad. There's also a shit ton of different versions of this game. Albert the Bull called up Monopoly HQ and went, "Make me a game." And they delivered. If they can find 40 somewhat notable things in this wasteland of a state, then they can make a Monopoly version out of anything. Harry Potter Monopoly. Monopoly. Bass Fishing Edition. Sex-opoly. And Neil over here has over 3,000 copies of the game, not including duplicates, and he hasn't even played the game in around 20 years. Next up, shoes. How do you expect me to respect a hobby that makes you scared of puddles? Next up, Funko Pops. These figures have took on many forms from almost every media franchise on the planet, making our favorite characters look like they swallowed a brick. If you actually had a head like that, I'm pretty sure you would fall over the second you slightly tilted it in any direction. Entire walls have been lined with nothing but Funko Pops. I don't know how the people who buy these things and keep them in their rooms sleep at night with them looking down at them in their bed. Finally, Nazi memorabilia? No, people are not collecting stuff about the fucking They are collecting stuff about the Nazis. Jesus Christ. If you're one of the people collecting this, here's some advice. Go do something other than endanger a species of insects. But why do we collect? What gives us the urge to spend hours online and in garage sales, looking for items to add to our collections? Well, I think it's because our little monkey brains look at big number and go, "That's cool, but what if it was bigger?"